Hello, fourth graders. I would like to share with you. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Hello, fourth graders. Hello, fourth graders. It is Mrs. Bronkhorst here, your fourth grade teacher from Bentheim Elementary. I hope you're all doing well. I can say that all of your teachers miss you very much. We just had a meeting the other day and we all talked about how much we would much rather be with you guys in the classroom than doing it this way. But for now, this is what works. So we're going to be taking a sneak peek. We're moving into Ben 2, which is nonfiction books. We were working with fiction books. Now we're moving into nonfiction. And as I was getting ready for today's lesson, I realized that I was doing something naturally that we talked about months and months ago that readers do before they read a new text, and they preview or also orient themselves to a new text. Orient just means kind of getting familiar with. And so today I want to remind you that readers orient themselves to a text before they begin reading. They do that by looking at the title, the front cover, the back cover, the table of contents, headings, captions, text features, and ask themselves, what am I going to learn? Now, we haven't been able to do a lot of reading of books from the library, but I noticed that I'm doing a lot more virtual reading, and I'm assuming you are too. I think your teachers have told you about Epic and Hoopla. The good news is that you can orient yourself to a text, a virtual text, just the same way that you can to a normal text or another text that you would have done before all of this happened. I'd like to show you what I mean by that. If we were to go on to Epic and find this book, the first thing I would do to orient myself to the book would be to read the title, The American Revolution. Look at that front cover and notice what I see there. I would look inside and I would read that it says, presents an overview of the American Revolution, including history, important people and battles, and a timeline of events. So I'd say, okay, I think I'm going to learn about a timeline. I'm going to find out about important people and important battles. I would continue to go through it and scan the table of contents, looking at the chapter names. We've got the Battle of Bunker Hill. We have taxes, protests, and boycotts. War breaks out, battles, peace and independence. And underneath that, I see there's a timeline with a glossary. There's something where I can learn some more, and then the index. Then I would continue to quickly orient myself through each of these chapters. I notice here I have a map key, which my box is kind of in the way. I'll move that over here. And it says the dark pink are the 13 colonies. The light pink is the Native American Reserve. The yellow is the Spanish territory. I'm also noticing that there are some bold words here, some vocabulary words. So orienting myself will just continue to, whoops. Let's go to the next page. Okay, that's not working. All right, there we go. Looking at this page, I see some more vocabulary words. I'm looking at that picture very carefully, kind of studying that. I see that there's a box over here that says another view. Okay, so I can read that and see what I can learn about that. Another chapter, chapter 2. Again, more pictures to look at with captions that I need to read. Vocabulary words. I see there are dates in here, so I should pay attention to the time frame that these things happen. And again, more pictures to look at, captions. These little boxes here are important for me to read. Look at this picture. Oh, that's King George III. I wonder what he did. And continuing on through the entire book, just looking through each of those pictures, the captions, the boxes, the other views, and the dates on there. I would go through the entire book that way. When I get to the end, I see the timeline is there for me, and I notice, oh, March 5th, 1770 through September 3rd of 1783. So I ask myself, I wonder what went on during that time frame? What things am I going to learn about? When did each battle take place? I can look at this glossary, and it will help me understand some of the words that were throughout the book and how to pronounce those. I also can see on this last page where I can go to learn more, which books I can read or websites I can go to, and then the index that will help me. I wanted to share with you a helpful tip. If you are reading on Epic and you come to a bold word, you can just use your cursor to click on that word, and up will pop the way to pronounce it and the definition of the word. So that's a very helpful tool that Epic has for you. It's great. All right, fourth graders, it's your turn. If you could pause your video and find your virtual book and orient yourself to that book. Please remember to look at the front, look at the back, read the titles, the captions, look at those pictures, all those text features that are so important. When you're done, you can turn the video back on. All right. So, readers, when you're reading today, I want you to try to preview or orient yourself to the book just like you always have. And this strategy is something you can use today and every day. So, readers, go read.